Hiya. Have you ever felt like your career is going nowhere? You know, like you're working hard, you're ticking all those boxes, but you're still stuck. Like something's holding you back, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. Well, that's because there is something holding you back. Let's break those chains. Let me just set the scene for you a little bit. When I ran my recruitment business, I didn't just send CVs and hope something stuck. And I didn't ask HR to be added to their preferred lists. And I never led with how great I was. Instead, I did something different. I took real business problems and put solutions in front of the people who actually needed them. Not the gatekeepers, not generic job specs, but hiring managers, the people feeling the pressure and needing the results. Every introduction I made was precise. Not, well, here's a CV, but here's someone who turned a failing account into a revenue engine, and I think they can do the same for you. I showed how the candidates solved problems, their problems, and that's when the doors started to open. No chasing, no waiting, no selling. When you lead with value, the doors just open and people invite you in. And although this was me doing things as a recruiter, well, the same principles will work for you. So let's look at why the usual approach keeps you stuck and what's really going on. The system is broken and it rewards the wrong things. The way we're told to find jobs really doesn't work anymore. Probably never did. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because the system itself is flawed. It's designed for maximum competition, not maximum relevance. It rewards volume, conformity, keywords, and not real value. Every job ad you respond to can attract hundreds of mostly irrelevant applicants. And that's the game you're pushing into. Competing blindly against a sea of CVs that mostly won't get read. And to make things worse, many roles are already filled. Internally, but still posted for policy. Some are ghost jobs, used to gather market data or CVs. And some get pushed out through multiple sources at once, through job boards, recruiters, internal referrals, etc., etc. But only one person gets hired. So while you're following the rules, you're up against a bloated, dysfunctional system that wasn't built to showcase your value or help you win. And most of what's left, well, they're not the roles people are fighting to land. They're the leftovers, the ones others have passed over. That's the system, and it's rigged from the start. The real opportunities are rarely advertised. The jobs people really want, the ones that pay well, offer growth and align with their skills, they're not just sitting on job boards waiting to be found, because here's the truth, most of the best roles are filled before they ever get advertised. They go to people already known in the business, to internal referrals or external referrals, to those who were recommended by someone they trusted, or, and this is key, to the people who made themselves visible to the right decision makers before the role was ever posted. These are the conversations happening behind the scenes. Recommendations, introductions, direct outreach. But if you're waiting on job ads to appear, well, you're already late. And here's what makes it worse. Most people think they're in the loop just because they've actively applying, but that's like trying to buy your dream house after the deal's already closed. To access the roles that aren't visible to the masses, you need to stop competing like everyone else. You need to start positioning like the person who's already in demand. One of the biggest reasons careers stall, it isn't a lack of skill or experience. No, it's because professionals hold back where it matters the most. They downplay what they've achieved. They soften their message at interviews, on their CVs, in conversations and even online. And they do it for all the right reasons. I don't want to seem arrogant. It was a team effort. They'll see what I bring without me having to say it. But here's the truth. No one will know your value if you don't show it. If you're not clearly articulating the problems that you've solved, the outcomes you've driven, and the difference you've made, then the people who need your help won't even know to look your way. And this goes beyond CVs and interviews. It's about how you present yourself in meetings, on LinkedIn, in networking, conversations, at industry events. Every moment you choose not to show up fully is a moment someone else takes the opportunity. It's not about boasting, it's about making your impact visible so you're not overlooked, underestimated or passed by. Because in a noisy world, silence isn't humility, it's invisibility. And so if you're stuck, it's not because you failed, it's because the system you were told to follow doesn't let you show your true value, and it rewards the wrong things entirely. But there is another way. The Career Mastery Playbook gives you the real picture. It explains why the traditional path CV, job boards, recruiters keeps talented professionals invisible. And more importantly, it shows you what to do instead. How to position yourself based on the problems you've solved, not just the job title. Why your message matters more than your experience and how to get it right. How the biggest roles are filled before they're ever advertised and how you can access them. And the mindset shift you need to stop chasing leftovers and start leading your own path. It's your starting point, it's your wake-up call, and it's completely free. So you can download the Career Mastery Playbook right now. The link's in the description with this video. This is James Foster, and this is Careers Matter.